The following is a presentation of Retro Sports Network, home of the champions of the past, present, and future, and our 1986 Pro Football Replay Playoffs is presented exclusively by DigitalDice.com, the best podcast on the internet for your sports simulations and replay needs. And good afternoon, everybody. My name is Ron Juckett. We welcome you to the 1986 fake American Football Conference wildcard game between the Seattle Seahawks and the New York Jets from Giants Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. We'll show you the brackets in a minute. If you are new to the channel, we simulated the 1986 pro football season. So this playoff picture that you're about to see is based on how our replay went, not on real life. And between now and the next 9 weeks, we will take our Madden Cruiser on the long road to Pasadena and eventually crown a champion in the 20th or 21st edition of the Pro Football Championship between the American Football League and the National Football League. So let's get right to it. Let's show you the brackets. In the AFC, your division, your top winner is the Cleveland Browns. They went 12-4 and won the AFC Central. They will get the winner of this game, the Seattle Seahawks and New York Jets, in 2 weeks' time. The other AFC divisional game, the Western Division Kansas City Chiefs, 11 wins on the year, will travel to Foxborough to play the 11-win New England Patriots. The Patriots, of course, the defending AFC champions. In the NFC, next week, Super Bowl Sunday, Dallas and Minnesota. Dallas, a 10-win team, Minnesota, an 11-win team. They are your wild cards. They will travel to San Francisco to play the number 1 seeded San Francisco 49ers, 14-2, best team in all of football. Should be exciting. The road to Pasadena goes through Candlestick. And just like after the 1985 season, the Chicago Bears will host the New York Giants in the other NFC divisional playoff game. The Bears won the Central. The Giants did hang on to win the East, but unlike in real life, there's no Washington, and the Giants don't get a home game. So with all that, let's get right to it. It's the Seahawks and the Jets next on Retro Sports Network. Both defenses 44 degrees and not a breath of wind here at Giants Stadium. The Jets have won the toss and will receive. Kenny O'Brien, who missed the last week of the season for the Jets, is back in as quarterback. Dave Craig is in for Seattle. And so we welcome you to the ball game. Bobby Humphrey is back deep to return for the Jets. JoJo Townsell and Harper are the upmen. They stand at the 15. Norm Johnson, in the white, in the green and blue numbers, is ready to kick. And the road to Pasadena starts here at the Meadowlands. Here's the kick. Here we go. And it will be taken by an upman at the 10 to the 20. Good return, 30, 35, 40. And the Jets start at their own 47. JoJo Townsell, a 37-yard return. And Merriman, no relation, I don't think to me, makes the tackle. And that's where the game will start. 1st and 10 for the Jets. No Freeman McNeil. It is Johnny Hector and Tony Page in the backfield. Al Toon and Wesley Walker, the wide receivers. Mickey Schuler, the tight end. And Ken O'Brien is your quarterback. The linemen for the Jets, Sweeney and King, the tackles, Alexander and Banker, the guards, and Jeff Bingham, the center. 1st and 10. The Jets are going to miss Freeman McNeil. Trap right for Johnny Hector from the 47, and he is hit by Bryant right at the line. Kenny O'Brien, Johnny Hector, Tony Page, Mickey Shore, the tight end. Wesley Walker, the split end. Al Toon, the wide receiver. Let's meet the Seattle defense on the next play. 2nd down and 10. Schuler, medium slant. O'Brien to throw. Seattle blitzes. O'Brien has time. Schuler wide open at the 40. And he's hit by Kenny Easley at the 33. That's a gain of 20. 1st and 10 for the Jets. The Seattle defense. Jeff Bryant, the left defensive end. Joe Nash is your nose tackle. Jacob Green is your right defensive end. Bruce Schlotz is your left outside linebacker. Doesn't he look a bit like Ashton Kutcher? Keith Butler is your left inside linebacker. Nice porn stash. Freddie Young is your right inside linebacker. Greg Gaines, who looks like he could be snapping into a Slim Jim at any point, is your right outside linebacker. Kerry Justin, the left corner. Dave Brown is the right corner. Kenny Easley is your all-pro world safety. He's a strong one. And Eugene Robinson is your free safety. 1st and 10 from the Seattle 33. Sweep left for Johnny Hector. Handoff from O'Brien. Hector is hit by Butler at the 31. Give him 2. So 2nd and 8 for the Jets. First drive of the ball game. AFC wildcard game. The winner has a date in 2 weeks in Cleveland against the AFC Central champion and number 1 seeded Browns. O'Brien going to go to the air again, this time Toon, on a medium cross. O'Brien to throw it from the 31. Waits, throws. Toon's got it inside the 20, and Brown will make the tackle after a gain of 15. And it's 1st and 10 for the Jets on the Seattle 16. Tony Page, not much of a runner, much more of a blocking back. Will go off tackle right on 1st and 10 from the 16. He gets it across the 15, and Schultz will make the tackle at the 12, give him 4. If you watch any of the stuff during the regular season, you know the Jets can score pretty much at will. This is not going to be a 10-7 slobber knocker. Instead, the Jets' problem is stopping anybody. They went into the last week of the season with an outside chance to win the division. They barely beat Cincinnati 33-31. You saw that 4th quarter live here on Twitch. But the Patriots won the division because they went down to the Orange Bowl again and beat Miami. 2nd down and 6. Hector sweeps to the left side, near side, handoff from O'Brien from the 12. And he's hit by Butler right at the line. It'll be 3rd and 6. So a good opening stanza for New York. 6 plays, 41 yards, and they are in good field goal position for Pat Leahy. It would be from 27 yards. Wesley Walker, medium cross on 3rd and 6. O'Brien is flushed. He throws. Touchdown, New York. Walker caught it in the end zone, and the Jets get first blood this afternoon. 7 plays, 53 yards in 4 minutes and 18 seconds. Here it is again. Just kind of an easy pitch and catch, and Walker got the 6. 53-yard drive for the Jets. Here's the extra point. Leahy barely fit that in around the left pole, but it almost counts in horseshoes, hand grenades, and extra points. 10:37 first quarter. New York 7, Seattle nothing. Edmonds back deep for the Seahawks. Morris and Schultz stand on the 15. No wind, 44 degrees. Seattle in the white jerseys, blue and green numbers, and silver helmets. And this will be 6 yards deep. And Leahy will get credit for the touchback. Dave Craig is your quarterback. Kurt Warner, 1,000-yard runner in 86. 1,000-yard runner in 86 is your primary back. John L. Williams is your blocking back. He can make catches. Steve Largent, the all-world wide receiver. Oh, come on. Once again, Steve Largent, the all-world receiver, is your flanker. Mike Tice is the tight end. And Byron Franklin is your split end. Warner. Off tackle right on first down. First play from scrimmage from the 20. He's hit by Crable at the 22. Give him a gain of 2. Second down and 8. The Seattle line from left to right. Ron Mattis is your left tackle. Brian Millard is your left guard. Your center is the old Bengal Blair Bush. Edwin Bailey is your right guard. And Mike Wilson, how you doing? Max Cornelius is your right tackle. 7-0 Jets, 5 minutes gone in the game. Second and 8. Clock running. Trap left to John L. Williams from the 22. Breaks it across the 25, and Kyle Benson will make the tackle at the 26. Troy Benson. First and 10. I am doing fine. Fighting a cold, but doing okay. John E772. Thank you so much for the follow, my friend. And welcome to the Madhouse. You're my 53rd follower. Appa Chatter, by the way, is the first one to take advantage of hooking up your Twitch Prime account or your Amazon Prime account with Twitch and using that to subscribe for free. You don't even have to pay for it. So thank you both. A good deal. Braves for life, John. How are you? And so Sundays at noon, we'll do this tournament, the 86 playoffs, starting with the AFC wildcard game, Seattle and the Jets. Jets defense on 3rd and 4. Barry Bennett is your left end. Joe Klecko is the nose tackle. Marty Lyons is your right tackle. Or right end. Bob Crable, the left outside linebacker. And a good day to you, too. Kyle Clifton is the left inside linebacker. Troy Benson, not very good, but it's a playoff game. He's here. He's the right inside linebacker. Charles Jackson is the right outside linebacker. Russell Carter is your left corner. He gets the draw on Steve Largent. Jerry Holmes is your right corner. Harry Hamilton is your free safety. And Lester Lyles is your strong safety. He's on John Tice all day. Or Mike Tice, rather. 3rd down and 4. Medium hitch to Largent. Craig throws. Largent wide open. A gain of 13. He caught it at the 39, and that's where he's hit. 1st and 10, 9:01 to go. Seattle, 10-win team. They beat Denver last week in Seattle to earn the spot. Do you update Action PC Sport products every time they release a patch? I need to update them. You know what? I thank them. They're now telling you when there is a new update. You're getting those in the email. But yes, I would if I were you, if it's something that you play regularly. One of the reasons why this replay kind of pooped the bed was that there was an update I did not know about, and for some years had the Dallas Cowboys morph into the Atlanta Falcons. Kurt Warner trap left from the 39. He gets across the 40, and Clifton will hit him at the 43 for a gain of 4. So, yes, absolutely, I would do that. I need to do that. I think all 4 sports now have updated out. And the golf game's on sale, if you'd like that. 2nd down and 6. Warner 6 yards on 2 carries. Short, flat pass to John L. Williams to the far side. Craig finds him at the 40, gets a block, 1st down over midfield, and Holmes makes the tackle at the 48 after a gain of 9. 1st and 10, about halfway home here in the first quarter between the Jets and the Seahawks in this AFC wildcard game. Warner will try a sweep to the near side, to the right from the 48-yard line. He gets it across to the 45, and will make the tackle right there. So Warner getting about 3 yards a carry. Under 7 to go. First quarter. 7-0 Jets. Franklin on a medium out. Craig is all day. Near sideline. Caught by Franklin across the 30. And Holmes will knock him down at 28. Jerry Holmes has 2 tackles. That's a gain of 17. And the Seahawks have it 1st and 10 from the Jet 28. Full week of baseball coming up Tuesday and Thursday live. And Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday, or Wednesday, Thursday, Friday on YouTube. Week 3 of our 1986 Pro Baseball replay. 1978 MLB replay. I forgot who I picked for this week. 1st and 10. Craig to the air again. A long slant to Largent. They want the touchdown right here. Has all day. Throws it down. Double coverage and incomplete. Carter batted the ball away. And for the first time, Craig throws an incompletion. 2nd and 10. Football for you next weekend. On Saturday night, we will pre-play that game in Miami. You know, the one between the Chiefs and the 49ers. 7 p.m. Saturday night, live on Twitch. So I might do that one Friday night because I got to wait 24 hours. So Friday night live on Twitch and Saturday on YouTube. Depends. If you have what versions have you most recently bought? John asks. He never updates. You should. But if you buy them like 3 or 4 months after release, everything you bought is patched up to that point. So Warner off tackle right from the 28. He gets across to the 25. Clifton makes the tackle at the 23. Give him 5, and it's 3rd and 5 as the Seahawks are knocking on the door of the red zone. Under 6 to go, first quarter. Warner needs a breather. And Randall Morris will come in on this 3rd and 5. Tice. Short slant to the tight end. Craig waits. Throws. Tice has got it. First down. And that's a gain of 8. Well, if you bought the baseball game in October of 19, it's fully patched. The new one came out, of course, at Christmas. So you're fine for the baseball game. 1st and 10 from the Jet 15. 8 yards for Tice on that catch. Lyles makes the tackle. Randall Morris. Trap right. Jets are going to blitz. They're not going to audible out of it. Hand off to Morris. 15, 10, 5, and he's saved from the touchdown at the 1 by Lyles. Lester Lyles saved the touchdown. They did blitz 1. But Morris got himself a gain of 14. It's 1st and goal for Seattle on the Jet 1. So Warner and Lane coming in, and a 2 tight end set for Seattle as they play really, really tight. Tice and Hudson, the tight ends. Warner. Just go up and over. That's the call. Warner, that's 6. Kurt Warner makes it 7-6 New York. So Seattle, 12 plays, 80 yards in 6.5 minutes to make it an extra point game. And so Warner, that's what he did all year. Over 1,400 yards in real life. And he's got himself a playoff touchdown. Norm Johnson's extra point. It's good. And so 4:02 to go in the first quarter. Seattle 7, the Jets 7. So once again, Bobby Humphrey stands on his 8. JoJo Townsell, who gave the Jets great field position, and Harper are the upmen. And this one will be returned from a yard deep. I think they want to stay away from Humphrey. It is Humphrey from the -1 in the 15, and Schultz makes a tackle there.
Illegal block.
And
receiving team.
Jets make a penalty. So good field position for the Seattle defense. They have the Jets starting from their own 5. 3:53 to go. Tony Page will bust one out on a fullback dive from the 5. He does. He actually gets it across to the 11-yard line before Greg Gaines makes the stop. So Page 2 carries 10 yards. And it's 2nd and 4 for the Jets. Clock running, 3:47 to go from their own 11-yard line. Jets are in their green jerseys with the white numbers, green helmet, white lettering, and face mask. White pants. And they're working it from right to left. 44 degrees at the Meadowlands. No wind at all. And, well, it would be a bright sunny day, but the sun kind of hangs low this time of year. And so half the stadium is already in shadow as we played the first quarter of this wild card game. Off tackle left for Johnny Hector to the near side. He tries for a first down. He's going to get it. It's a gain of 5. And Carey Justin with the tackle. So the Jets get a fresh set. 3:02 to go. Next weekend wild card matchup will be the Cowboys and the Vikings from the Metrodome. 12 noon. Start your Super Bowl Sunday with us right here on Retro Sports Network. Hector, sweep right side. This time to the far side of the field from the 16. Gets nothing going as Schultz will make the tackle, and it'll be 2nd and 10. So O'Brien, 3 for 3 in the air, 47 yards. Looks to Schuler on a medium out. They change it on the audible to a screen to Hector. This could be fun. Hector has it at the 10, 15. He is hit by Gaines at the 19. It's a gain of 3. It'll be 3rd down 7. So Seattle, one play away from making a big move here and pinning the Jets deep into their own territory. 7-7 to score. Closing stages of the first quarter. Jets will go 3 wide for the first time today. JoJo Townsell at the near side of your screen. Medium hitch. O'Brien under center. Waits, throws, complete. And Townsell has it for a gain of 14. Spotted at the Jet 33. So O'Brien 5 for 5 in the first quarter. And they go back to conventional 2-person backfield. Tony Page. Off tackle right. 53 seconds to go from the 33. Schultz will knock him down to 36. It's a gain of 3. And so that'll do it. The first quarter comes to an end. 15 minutes gone at the Meadowlands. It's the Jets 7. Seattle 7. And here is the Digital Dice scoring summary. Lots of good quarterbacking. Craig 4 for 5 for 47. O'Brien 5 for 5 and 64. First down 6-5 in favor of Seattle. But the Jets have had the clock in their favor, 8:25 to 6:35. Scoring summary run. Read that. Okay, O'Brien to Walker from 12 yards. Pat Leahy tucked the extra point away on the left side to make it 7-0. And then Seattle, with 4:02 to go in the period, tied the ball game on a Kurt Warner 1-yard nesty plunge. Norm Johnson converted the extra point, and that's how we got where we are, 7-7 after 1. 2nd down and 7. Schuler on a short slant. O'Brien to throw it. He's got Schuler wide open in stride at the 43, and then easily brought him down at midfield. So a gain of 14, and O'Brien is 6 for 6 for 78 yards. As we start the second quarter from the midfield stripe. 7-7, the winner gets Cleveland in 2 weeks. Sweep right for Johnny Hector. From the 50, he is stood up by Schultz for no gain. Freeman McNeil is injured. Not sure if he'll be back at all for the playoffs, but is not dressed or available for the Jets here in the wild card game. 2nd and 10 from the 50. Walker. Medium hitch. O'Brien to throw it. He throws near side. Walker came in. He made the catch, and he's hit for a gain of 19. He caught it at the 34. Kerry Justin made the tackle at the 31. And the Jets are cruising again. 9 plays, 64 yards. And 13:28 to go in the first half. Page. Trap right from the 31. And he stood up by Schultz right at the line of scrimmage. So 12:48 to go. The Jets have not run the ball well. This is where they're going to miss Freeman McNeil. But their offense is really good. Altoon. Medium slant. O'Brien to throw it. O'Brien is sacked by Young. Freddie Young got through that line, and O'Brien tried to move around the pocket and instead got to taste the dirt. Or the turf, whatever. And it'll be 3rd down and 17 for the Jets, with the clock running and 12:06 to go in the first half. They go to a 3 wide receiver set. Townsend near side with Toon. Walker by himself on the top of your screen. They look at Schuler on a medium slant. Under center, O'Brien waits. O'Brien is sacked by Bryant. They put Young on the delayed blitz, and the Magic ran out of the Jet offense on that drive. 12 plays, 7.5 minutes gone, and Seattle stymies the Jets on the Seattle 45. And so Dave Jennings comes out to punt. And they're going to go a sideline here. They don't want a touchback. And it's a touchback anyway. So he got too much of the football. 10:41 to go in the half. Seattle 7, the Jets 7. This is the AFC wildcard game from our 1986 Pro Football Replay right here on Retro Sports Network. 1st and 10. Medium slant to Steve Largent. Craig throws from his 20. Largent wide open at the 35. And Carter brought him down. A one-handed grab at the 36. 1st and 10. Spotted at the Seahawk 37. Randall Morris will come in for one more play. He'll try the fullback dive. Handoff from Craig. Waits for a hole. He gets it. Lyles with the tackle at the 44. Gain of 7. 2nd down and 3. Kurt Warner comes back in. So the Seahawks, 2 plays, 24 yards. And under 10 to go here in the second. Warner will try to sweep to the right for the 1st down. Handoff from Craig. Turns the corner. 1st down over midfield. 45. Jackson grabs him by the shoulder pads after a gain of 13. And it's 1st and 10 for Seattle on the Jet 43. 9:04 clock running here in the first half. Seattle running and throwing the football well. They're going to try a medium fly to Byron Franklin. Craig has all day. Quick throw. Caught by Franklin over the 30. Holmes with the tackle at the 17. Flag is down.
Offsides. Defense. Number
And that,
93, 5-yard penalty.
my friends, was a free play all the way around. Marty Lyons was offside. 1st and 10 for the Seahawks on the Jet 26. 8:24 to go in the. John L. Williams off tackle left from the 26. And he's hit by Carter after a gain of 2. So 2nd and 8. Russell Carter with his third tackle. If you've watched the Jets in this replay or are familiar with the 86 Jets, it's kind of like me in algebra class. It just didn't click. 2nd down and 8. Medium slant to Steve Large. Craig is flush. He's going to run 25-20, and he slides for the first down. He's got it. A gain of 8 on the scramble by Craig. Ron Mattis made the big block, the left tackle, and Craig tucked tail and earned himself 8. 1st and 10 from the Jet 16. 7:27 to go in the half. Warner. Sweep right side, near side, waits for his block, and he's hit at the line by Clifton. No gain. 2nd down and 10. Craig takes his time. Medium hitch. Kurt Warner is the call. So Craig gonna scramble. 15. Holmes hits him at the 11. The Jets on a good basic defense, and all Craig could do was just kind of create on his own. And it's 3rd and 5. Under 6 to go here in the half. Seattle certainly in field goal range for Norm Johnson. No wind as they work it left to right across the Meadowlands field. 3rd down and 5. Short cross to Mike Tice. Craig waits, throws, Tice, touchdown, Seattle. It sure beats milking cattle. Here it is again. And Seattle goes up 13-7. So here comes the extra point. Here it is. It's good. A date with Cleveland awaits. 5:19.5. Seattle 14. The Jets 7. So Humphrey stands on his 8. Townsell and Harper back to return it. The Jets, remind you, finished 11-5 in 86 in this replay. They've earned a home game. They wanted a divisional game. They got the wild card. And they'll take it at the 20. 1st and 10, 5:19 to go. O'Brien is 7 of 7 for 97 yards. Craig is 7 of 8 for 92 yards. Festus Gerber, how are you, Mr. Not Appichatter? Off tackle right, handoff from O'Brien, and Hector is stood up by Schultz at the 20. No gain, 2nd and 10. Gordon King, the right tackle, made the bad block, and Schultz has 7 tackles. I'm telling you, he could be Ashton Kutcher's father. You think I'm kidding, right? Don't you think so? Appichatter, by the way, was the first one to hook up their Twitch Prime account to me. Doesn't even have to pay a nickel if he's not paying for anybody else's account. And is a sub right here. DJ John just got through another anti-vaping commercial. How are you, my friend? 14-7 Seattle, 5:13 to go in the first half. Medium slant to Altoon. O'Brien scrambles, throws, incomplete. First incomplete pass. And Festus Gerber got a Nissan commercial. Remember, major motion from Nissan, and you can find it at your Datsun dealer. 3rd and 10 for the Jets. Townsell comes in, 3rd wide receiver. He's at the near side of your screen. Toon. Medium cross from the 20. O'Brien waits, throws. He has a catch. It's Walker, but it's only a gain of 5. And so the Jets are going to be forced to punt again because they only got 5 yards. Terry Taylor, the right corner, with the stop. Dave Jennings this time will punt it deep. 44 degrees at the Meadowlands and no wind at all on a sunny day. Punt is away, taken at the 36. 35 rather, and that's a fair catch. 3:40 to go in the first half. 14-7 Seattle football. I may do the pro football game on Wednesday night live. I forgot. One of the deals with me being able to do this on Twitch live and be able to show you ads, which you'll see at the half, and have subscribers and people who can cheer me on with some bits, no kibbles, is that I have to wait 24 hours after I stream on Twitch before I can post it on YouTube. So I'm thinking we're going to do that Wednesday. So 1st and 10, 3:40 to go. John L., short flat. No, maybe. No, Craig is going to loses the snap. He picked it up and Hamilton knocks him down for a loss of 3. 2nd down and 13 for Seattle on their own 32. Clock running. 3:33 to go. Oh, we're not doing that. Warner on a draw play from the 32. Handoff from Craig, and the Jets sniffed that one out. Marty Lyons in a prevent ripped it out down for a loss of 3. So it's 3rd and 16 for Seattle from their own 29, and the clock is stopped. 2:57 to go. The Jets call time. Turner. Darrell Turner is your 3rd wide receiver. Largent. Medium slant. Craig rolls down. Throws over the middle. It is caught by a running back by John L. Williams for a gain of 23. How about that? Appa Chatters Mister, how are you? And so John L. Williams on the scramble and throw by Craig gets a gain of 23, and they convert. 1st and 10 on the Jet 48. 2:44 to go. Warner. Off tackle right out of a conventional set, and the Jets sniff that one out. It's a loss of 1, and with 2:12 to go, Seattle will take it to the 2-minute warning. 2 to go here at the Meadowlands in the first half. Seattle 14, the Jets 7. 2nd down and 11. SMR. Okay. Oh, your initials. Okay. That's right, Steve. So 2nd down and 11. Short pass in the flat to Warner, who has it behind the 50. He runs down the sideline. It's a gain of 6. He's pushed out of bounds by Kyle Clifton. And it's 3rd and 5 from the Jet 43. 1:51 to go. So Seattle knocking on the door again. They have 182 net yards here in the first half. Medium cross to Largent. Craig under center. Rolls to his right. Throws. That is caught by Franklin, the second read, after a gain of 10. No pressure. I have you on 3 screens, and you see, Appa Chatter, that you have got a special badge because you are the first sub. Congratulations. 99 seconds to go. Clock running. They'll go hurry up from the Jet 33. Long slant to Largent. Craig trying to find some room. He throws. Largent 15. No, Carter was there. Yes, and so thank you. So 2nd and 10 with 1:10. Craig 10 of 12 for 131 yards. Elvis Franks, by the way, with the hurry. Williams on a screen. Craig waits. Williams has it. 35-30, 25 first down. And it's a gain of 11. Troy Benson with a tackle. And with 56 seconds left, Seattle calls time from the 22. So the Seahawks have 203 net yards. First and 10. Largent, short slant. Craig finds Largent. It's a gain of 9. Second and 1, 48 seconds left. They go hurry up again from the Jet 13. Warner. Off tackle right. Handoff from Craig. First down. They'll call time at the 11-yard line. A gain of 2. And there's 29 seconds to go in the half. So Seattle, a 10-play drive for 54 yards, and they've taken 3:11 off the clock. They're hoping to go up 21-7 here. They are in field goal range for Norm Johnson. Franklin on a medium out. Craig looking near side. No, sir. Incomplete. Second and 10, 26 to go. Now remember, it's Pro Bowl Sunday. And if your idea of a good time is Pro Bowl squares, may I suggest you find a gambling problem website. Because if you're doing Pro Bowl squares, you got a problem. Second and 10, 26 seconds to go. They can stop it once more. Warner on a flat pass to the near side. He's got it. He's told to go out of bounds if he needs to. He does not, but he scores. Kurt Warner cut inside, cut past the blitzers, and gets himself 6 points. And with 16 seconds to go in the half, it's 20-7 Seattle. There you see it. Not a Jet nearby. And here comes Norm Johnson's extra point. The Jets have got their work cut out for them. 12 plays, 65 yards, and 3:24 off the clock. 16 to go in the half. 21-7 Seattle. Humphrey back to return it. It'll be Humphrey from the 5. Humphrey to the 20, and that'll be about it. It's a 16-yard return. 9 seconds to go. And Tony Page will just take it to the house, and that will be the end of the first half. Seattle will get the football after a gain of 4. And that's it. We've played 30 minutes here at the Meadowlands in New York. The Seattle Seahawks lead this AFC wildcard game 21-7. And we'll go through everything for you in 30 seconds. You know what? I don't know if you can hear me over the ad, but you can on Twitter. If you come in after I run an ad, they're blocked. Okay, so. All right, so you've seen this on YouTube. If now you're watching on Twitch Live, here's a scoring summary. Dave Craig to John Tice, or Mike Tice, from 11 yards following a 9-play, 80-yard drive, made it 14-7. Then with 16 seconds to go, Craig found Kurt Warner to make it 21-7. Jets defense doing Jets defense things. The Seahawks 225 net yards. And they've held the ball 15 minutes and 21 seconds. The Jets miss Freeman McNeil. And that, of course, is all brought to you by Digital Dice, the best podcast on the internet for your sports simulations and replay needs. We'll be taping a new one this week. Dave Gardner is feeling better. You can find us at digitaldice.com. on Spreaker, Spotify, iTunes, and wherever else fine podcasts are listed. So Seattle will get the football to start the second half. They lead 21-7. The Jets' defense needs to find some grit, or they're going to be in Miami with the Dolphins at Doral. Edmonds back deep. He'll take it at the goal line to the 10, 20, and he's hit by Ducksworth at the 23, a gain of 22. First and 10. It is Warner and Williams in the backfield. Largent and Franklin the wide receivers. Tice the wide receiver. Dave Craig, of course, under center. Dave Craig and my dad graduated from the same school that no longer exists. And I dropped out of a school that no longer exists. Isn't that amazing? Not the same one. Madison Wilson the tackles. Millard and Bailey the guards. And Blair Bush is your center. First down, Warner. Off tackle right from the 23. Handoff from Craig, 25, and Crable with the tackle there. In honor of Dave Gardner, I'll say it. Let's go Mets. Dun 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 dun. Let's go Mets. Second and 8. Defensively for the Jets. Bennett and Marty Lyons, the defensive end. Joe Klecko, the nose tackle. Kriebel and Jackson, the outside linebackers. Clifton and Benson, the inside linebackers. Holmes and Carter, the corners. Lyles and Hamilton, the safeties. And our live stream schedule next week. I think I just made this up as we're going along. Baseball, Tuesday and Thursday, noon Eastern, 9 Pacific on Twitch. Next day on YouTube. Our pre-play of the football game in Miami between the Chiefs and the 49ers, Wednesday night at 7 Eastern. You'll see it Saturday on YouTube, but live Wednesday night. And our Sunday, Action PC Football Sunday, on that particular Sunday, will be the Cowboys and the Vikings, or Who Wants Herschel Walker More? At 12 noon, 9 Pacific, and 4 Greenwich Mean Time, right here on Retro Sports Network. All those live times are on Twitch. Second and 8. John L. Trap left. Handoff from Craig from the 25. He gets to the 30 or 29 before Carter can knock him down. Third down and 4. So a good start for the Seahawks. 2 plays, 6 yards, but when you're leading by 2 touchdowns, anything you can take off the clock now works. Byron Franklin. Medium hitch. Audible screen to Warner. Jets blitz. Play is changed. Throw to Warner. He's got it across the 30. First down, 35. Clifton with a tackle at the 38. Give him 9. Give him 9. And Craig is now 14 of 17 for 171 yards. And those of you in the Cleveland metropolitan area, you have a distinct advantage of getting to scout whoever plays the Browns. Right now, it looks like Seattle. Williams. Trap right. First and 10 from the 38 of Seattle. He gets across the 40. It gets a block. Into the secondary, and Lyles will make the tackle at the 48. Mike Wilson, the right tackle, with the big block, and it's first and 10 for Seattle from their own 48. This is not what the Jets needed. 4 plays, 25 yards, but Seattle is doing to that clock what Pac-Man did to those dots. Num, 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 num. Kurt Warner will sweep it near side. Hand off from Craig from the 48. Gets a mini block. Marty Lyons will knock him down at the 50, a gain of 2. Second and 8, 12:03 to go. So, matriculation, my friends, matriculation, and the ball is spotted right at the midfield stripe. Medium slant to Franklin. Jets blitz. Craig has it down to Warner, I believe. He does, and it's a gain of 10. So he went to the second read. He found Kurt Warner, and Warner got himself a gain of 10. First and 10 for Seattle on the Jet 40. Clock running, 11:20 to go in the third. John L. Fullback dive. This is a pump it right down the throat. And he gets across the 40. Benson with the tackle at the 36. Give him 4. So 2nd and 6. And Seattle is just doing a good job of playing keep away. They have 266 net yards. And no penalties. There's not been a turnover yet in this game. Warner. Trap right. Hand off from Craig. 35-30. First down. 25-20. 15-10. 5. Touchdown, Seattle. Kurt Warner. Blair Bush, the center, ripped open the hole, and Kurt Warner ran it home. And the Jets are in a heap of trouble. 27-7. 8 plays, 77 yards. And the Seahawks are looking for their first playoff win in 3 years. Johnson with the extra point. Straight, true, good. That'd be kind of different, especially if it was that Kurt Warner. So 9:52 to go, and the first thing Seattle does is put 7 on the board. It's the Seahawks 28, the Jets 7. Humphrey, Townsell, and Harper for the Jets. 1 yard deep. They're going to return this. Humphrey to the 10. And that's it. He's hit by Gaines at the 11. And it's 1st and 10. Right there. For the Jets, remember, no Freeman McNeil. He's hurt. Johnny Hector and Tony Page, the running backs. Al Toon and Wesley Walker, the wide receivers. Mickey Schuler is your tight end. Kenny O'Brien was hurt last week. He is back today, and now we need to lead a comeback for the ages. Sweeney and King, the tackles. Alexander and Banker, the guards. And every guard needs a banker, or every banker needs a guard. And Jeff Bingham is your center. Walker on 1st and 10. Medium slant. O'Brien from his 11-yard line. He waits. He's got him open. No. And Johnny Hector is hurt. Billigen. Dennis Billigen is now the running back for the Jets. Hector hobbled off. I think he just kind of got a Charlie horse. 2nd and 10 for the Jets on their own 11. Billigen. Trap right. They'll get him in the offense right away. From the 11, he is stood up by Schultz at the line of scrimmage. No gain. And on the West Coast, they can start to smell it. You know what it smells like? Teen Spirit. Yes, I went there. 3rd down and 10 for the Jets. From their own 11. Toon. Medium cross. O'Brien's got time. He's got Toon. First down. A gain of 13. Brown made the tackle by the ankle. And it's 1st and 10 for the Jets on their own 24. Green and Bryant, the defensive ends for Seattle. Nash, the defensive tackle, the nose tackle. Gaines and Schultz are the outside linebackers. Young is the inside linebacker. Brown and Taylor, your corners. With the nickel package in, Justin is your nickel back. Easley and Robinson, that's Kenny Easley, are your safeties. 1st and 10, Jet 24. Tony. Trap right. From the line of scrimmage across the 25, and Schultz makes a tackle at the 27, a gain of 3, and Johnny Hector is back in the ballgame. 7:54, 3rd quarter. Seattle 28, New York 7 in this AFC wildcard game. Wesley Walker, medium slant. From the 27, O'Brien has all day. Walker wide open, 45. Justin makes a tackle at the 48, a gain of 21. 4 catches for Walker for 57 and the lone score for the Jets, and that's a big first down. Spotted at the New York 48. O'Brien now 10-12 for 136. Hector. Trap left. Hand off from O'Brien. And he stood up. The ball is loose. Butler knocks it loose. And the Jets recovered. That's Sweeney, the left tackle. And with 6:22, it's still the Jet football on their own 49. 2nd and 9 for the Jets from the 49-yard line. O'Brien. Medium out to the tight end, Schuler. He's got time. He goes to a second read. That is Page, and Page has a first down. He caught the ball at the 49. Young chased him out of bounds, but he chased him out of bounds on the Seattle 42. Give him 9 and a first down to the Jets. 5:40 to go in the third quarter. Jets trail 28-7. Hector. Fullback dive. Handoff from O'Brien from the 42. The ball is loose again. Butler knocked it loose, and once again Sweeney falls on it at the 40. So Johnny Hector has fumbled his last 2 carries, but the Jets have recovered both times. 2nd and 8 from the Seattle 40. 5:34, third quarter clock running. Tune. Medium out. They're going to stick with the call. Seattle blitzes, and that's a good call as Green rips O'Brien down from behind. Yeah, greased pigs. So 3rd down and 15. Jacob Green, the left end, gets the sack. And now the Jets are backed up to the Seattle 47. Hector the lone setback. JoJo Townsell, the third receiver. O'Brien will work out of the gun. Walker, medium slant. O'Brien waits for the play to develop. He throws. Walker, first down and more. A gain of 17. And the Jets, Jets, convert. 5 catches for Walker for 74 yards. O'Brien goes back under center. Hand off to Tony Page. Trap right from the 30. Good block. Schultz with the tackle at the 25. Give him 5. Bruce Schultz has been all over the field. That's his 10th tackle. Clock running. 3:31 to play. Third quarter. Page says, I need a breather. Marion Barber comes in. Short hitch to Johnny Hector is the call. Quick throw. Hector's got it. First down. Hector got away from one defender, but Gaines makes the tackle at the 15, a gain of 10. 2:47 to go. Jets knocking on the door. They need help. 28-7 Seattle, but the Jets have it in the red zone. Medium cross to Altoon. They'll stick with the play. Seattle blitzes. O'Brien to Toon. Touchdown, New York. The Jets needed that. It took a long time. 13 plays, 89 yards, and 7:40 off the clock. But Seattle is now only as a 2-score lead as Altoon made that catch. And O'Brien, you can't blame him. 14 of 16 for 187 and 2 scores. Leahy's extra point is right down Broadway. And now, with 2:02 to go in the third quarter, it's Seattle 28, the Jets 14. Hope you are enjoying this. 1 yard deep, Bobby Edmonds is going to return it. 5, 10, 20. Good return, 30. And he's hit at the 34 by Bobby Humphrey. And Bobby Joe Edmonds finds a 35-yard return. Seattle takes over 1st and 10 from their own 34. Randall Morris, off tackle right from the 34. Gets to the 40. Secondary first down over midfield. 40, 35, 30. Morris is going for 6. He's going to get tackled by Lyles. But talk about a grease pig. Randall Morris just got 54 yards. On the first play of that drive, what were the Jets looking for? They were playing a 3-4 basic. And you can't get much more basic than an off tackle right. What a hole. And Randall Morris, I don't know if that's any relation to Joe, just made that stick. 1st and 10 with 1:42 to go and the clock running on the Jet 12. Seattle. Medium slant to Largent. Craig waits, throws down to a running back. Touchdown, Seattle. John L. Williams. And the Jets defense is playing like a bunch of grease pigs. Morris the cat. Yep. Seattle here looking for their 9th life. Here it is again. Here's a touchdown. He went to Williams at the 12, and John L. went right in. 2 plays, 66 yards, and Norman Johnson makes it 35-14. Well, you can kind of hear part of the upper part of the stand singing Hello Cleveland. It may be too early for that, but the fat lady has gone in the dressing room and is trying to find her Brunhilde hat. 53 seconds to go. Seattle 35, the Jets 14. Humphrey back deep. Johnson boots it away. Humphrey from his goal line. Far side, 10, 20, 2-yard line, and Anderson will make the tackle. 46 seconds to go in the third quarter. And whatever momentum the Jets might have had following that long touchdown drive is gone. Marion Barber, off tackle right. O'Brien, flag is down. Barber hit at the 25, a gain of 3.
Illegal shift. Offense. Number 88.
Al
5
Toon
yard
moved early.
penalty.
Will the Jets coach be fried after this game? Who was it, Joe Walton? Was it this game or next year? Didn't they make the playoffs in 87 too? I mean, this was a team that started off red hot and then collapsed. But this is right up there on one of the worst. You're leaving. Okay. Sarah's leaving to go shopping. Could you plug in my phone, please? Not that Sarah wants to talk on the air. Sarah doesn't want to do that. But Sarah, the goddess I'm married to, fried, whatever it takes. Yep, with onions and in the unemployment line, is stopping at Trader Joe's to get me some more of that creamy bisque tomato soup. And Osfar, my new night guy, says I should try the butternut squash soup. Does Trader Joe's do wings?
No. But I'll find something.
Wings would be awesome. Not necessarily from Hannaford's, but... All right. So 1st and 15 for the Jets, following that brief interruption for real-life things. From the Jet 17-yard line, 40 seconds. The clock is stopped following the play by Barber. Schuler. Medium cross. O'Brien back to throw it. He looks over the middle. Caught by Schuler. First down. Over the 35. Easily might like to catch the tackle at 37. And the Jets are going to try to get one more playoff. Rich Kotite might be a good fit. Well, is he the one that replaced Joe Walton? Johnny Hector will sweep it to the right. Essentially a free play. 1st and 10, 37. He gets it to the 40, hangs on to it as Schultz makes the tackle. And you certainly cannot go wrong with Trader Joe's. 15 minutes of football left. Seattle looking for a date in Cleveland. And as you know, rock and roll is king, and Lady Luck is queen. Seattle 35. The Jets 14. And the third quarter scoring, Kurt Warner, 36-yard touchdown run to make it 28-7. Yeah, I know about that. O'Brien hit Toon for 15, 13 plays, 89 yards with 2:02 to go. And then, following that long run by Morris, John L. Williams on a second read from Dave Craig made it 35-14. And on the Digital Dice scoring summary, presented by DigitalDice.com, the best podcast on the web for your sports simulations and replay needs. Find us on Spreaker, Spotify, iTunes, and wherever else fine podcasts are listed. So Seattle has shown the Jets defense that they are the parquet margarine of defenses. In a world full of butter, don't be that parquet. 368 yards. And look at that. I just noticed that. 368 yards offense. Seattle is 6 of 6 on third down. And the Jets have not sacked Dave Craig. And through 3 quarters, we've not had a turnover. Second down and 6. Walker. Medium slant. O'Brien stumbles, goes back, throws. Walker's got it. 45, first down. Taylor makes the tackle after a gain of 17. Alexander, that's the left guard for the Jets coming off. And Fields. Joe Fields, who's really a center, comes in. And yes, Rich Kotite was indeed a dumpster fire for sure. Tonight, Sunday night on NBC, as we cross the 1 o'clock hour, following an all-new Silver Spoons and Different Strokes, the ones when... I'll get to that in a second. You timed that just right. I'll do it tonight on NBC, a special Silver Spoons, Different Strokes special. Aunt Becky comes to visit. We won't say for who. Tonight at 7 Eastern, 6 Pacific, right here on NBC, followed by a special Amazing Stories, where you peek into Uncle Ron's brain to see where all the bad pizza jokes come from on Digital Dice, and then a special NBC Sunday night movie, I Am Not Valerie Bertinelli, starring Gary Coleman. Dayton, Cleveland? Yes. Depends on Valerie Bertinelli or Betty White. You know, I wouldn't throw Jane Leaves out of bed for eating crackers either. Just putting that out there. But Valerie, oh, yeah. You know, she's doing her hair blonde now, and it actually looks good. Usually I don't like it when I know that people are brunettes become blonde. It doesn't look good. On Valerie, it looks just fine. 1st and 10 from the Seattle 42 following that play. Trap right for Hector. Thank you, Appichatter. And the ball is loose. Taylor knocks it loose, and Barber pounds on it on the 38. A gain of 4. So 2nd down and 6. Johnny Hector has had, speaking of Butterfingers, has fumbled it 3 times. And Terry Taylor made the tackle. 2nd and 6. Opening seconds of the 4th quarter. Schuler. Medium out to the tight end. They're going audible to a screen to Marion Barber on the near side. O'Brien throws. Barber's got it. 40, 35, a gain of 3. 13:59 to go in regulation time. 3rd and 3. Tony Page comes back in. Jets are going to try and run it here. Trap left to Tony Page from the Seattle 35. First down over the 30. Kenny Easley with a tackle at the 26, a gain of 9. So Seattle played for the pass, and the Jets obliged with a run. Jets trying to make this a 2-score game early on in the 4th quarter. 6 plays, 57 yards, and 2:35 off the clock. Toon. Long slant to Al Toon. O'Brien's in trouble here. He might get picked. He's looking. He throws it in the end zone. And that's intercepted by Kerry Justin, his first of the postseason. And that might be game, set, and match. And you might want to turn the lights out on Valerie Bertinelli or Jane Leaves. And if you're a fan of Wendy Malick, you can be. Not a problem. 1st and 10 from the Seattle 20 following the interception. Kurt Warner. Trap right. Hand off from Craig. Jackson makes a tackle. This is why we record these separately. My computer's having a bad hair day. So that was a gain of 2 by Kurt Warner. Jets keyed Warner. And it'll be second and 8. 12:19 to go. John L. Fullback dive. Hand off from Craig. 25. He's going for the first down. He's got it. Marty Lyles with the tackle after a gain of 9. Or Lester Lyles. A gain of 7. Or gain of 9. Lyles' 7th tackle. And Seattle is trying. They've run it 26 times. They've run it for 7.2 yards a carry. Is trying to run to Cleveland for a date with Cleveland. You know what? It would be, with your luck, it would be Drew Carey. Sweep right for Kurt Warner. On 1st and 10 from the 31. Warner to the 35. He got around the corner. Charles Jackson with the tackle. It'll be 2nd and 6 for Seattle. 10:49 to go. Clock running. John L. Fullback dive. Craig hands it off up the middle. And Bennett will make the tackle at the line of scrimmage. Barry Bennett, his first tackle of the ball game, the left defensive end. 10:10 to go. 3rd down and 6. Again, thank yous to Appa Chatter for being the first sub to the channel on Twitch. Thank you. And John E772, or Braves for Life, is the 53rd follower right here on the Twitch channel for Retro Sports Network. 3rd down and 6 for Seattle. Largent. Short slant. They just want the first down here. Craig, quick throw. Largent can't get there. Not a good throw. A little fast out of Craig's hands. And it'll be 4th and 6 with 9.5 to play in the football game. So Vince Gamache comes on for the first time today to punt. Kurt Sohn back to return. Sohn on his 20. Taken at the 25. He gets to the 30. The ball is loose. It is fumbled, recovered by Jackson, and the Jets keep it again. The Jets have fumbled it 4 times and kept them all. So let's watch that. So 1st and 10 for the Jets. They trail 35-14. Excuse me. Kenny O'Brien has not been the problem today. Medium fly. Altoon, 1st and 10. O'Brien has it. First down. Toon at the 44, gain of 13. Jets have only run 41 plays from scrimmage. Seattle at 48. Hector going to try a sweep to the right. Far side, gets a block over midfield. First down and more. He's at the 40 of Seattle, and Brown will knock him loose at the 38. Gain of 18. 1st and 10 Jets, 8:29 to go. Jets offense has motored 289 yards, but their defense has done what their defense has done all year. Gordon King, by the way, the right tackle, on the block. Toon. Medium hitch. O'Brien to Toon, has got it, came back in, tries to cut towards the middle of the field. It's a gain of 14. 1st and 10 again for the Jets. 5 catches, 70 yards for Toon. Jets, 303 net yards. Walker, they're going to go to the air again. Medium cross. Seattle will blitz. Audible, screen to Hector. O'Brien looks to the far side. Throws, caught, first down and more. Inside the 10 by Hector. And Gaines makes the stop at the 7 for a gain of 17. He ran around Schultz and got himself a gain of 17. First and goal for the Jets from the Seattle 7-yard line. Wesley Walker on a short cross. O'Brien's going to get picked. He rolls around. He's trying. He throws. Picked off at the goal line by Schultz, and he's knocked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. And Bruce Schultz pretty much has sealed the deal. The second turnover for the Jets, both on O'Brien interceptions. Will do. Remember, Super Bowl Sunday at noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific, Dallas at Minnesota, the NFC wildcard game right here on Retro Sports Network. John L. Williams. Fullback dive from his 5. He gets to the 10. Carter. Now Morris is hurt. He's hobbling off. And he's done for the game, so Kurt Warner will come back in. Seattle wanted that clock to run. They've run it 29 times for 196 yards. Warner. Off tackle right, near side from the 11. He won't get a first down. Lions with the tackle at the 12. 3rd and 3. So 70 yards on 17 carries and 2 scores for Kurt Warner. And Marty Lyons has 4 tackles. Seattle on 3rd down is 6 of 7 today, which is why they lead 35-14 in the latter stages of this AFC wildcard game. Franklin on a medium slant. Craig has all day, flips it down to a running back. That's Warner. It's a gain of 6, and 1st and 10. The clock is running, 5:13 to go. So, for live streams, you get baseball Tuesday and Thursday, and you get a football game Wednesday and Sunday. Plus, you get the YouTube game of the week for baseball. So 5 live games for you in the next 7 days right here on Retro Sports Network. 1st and 10 from the Seattle 18. Williams, trap right. And the Jets call time, which is not what they want to do. 5:05 to go in the game. 35-14 Seattle. Off tackle right for Williams from the 18. He's hit at the 19. And that's a gain of 1. 2nd and 9. Seattle really doesn't care. So, unless the world comes to a screeching halt in 2 weeks' time, it'll be Seattle and Cleveland in an AFC divisional playoff game, and the other one from the AFC, Kansas City at New England. Cleveland being the number 1 seed in the AFC, New England being number 2, and Kansas City winning the AFC West. NFC, of course, Dallas, trap left for Kurt Warner, Dallas and Minnesota, the wild card game. The winner of that, as Warner gets 3, 3rd down and 6. The winner of that gets San Francisco, who went 14-2 in one NFC divisional playoff game, and the Bears from Soldier Field, the last game ever from Soldier Field on the turf, is the other NFC divisional game. Franklin, medium slant on 3rd and 6. Craig has all day, throws complete to Franklin. Craig, 18-22 for 215 yards, and it's 1st and 10 Seattle with 3:40 to go, and the clock running. So the Jets, one and done, it looks like, here in the AFC playoffs. John L. Trap right, 3:40 to go, ball in the 38 of Seattle. Gets a block, 1st down over midfield. And Lester Lyles with a tackle after a gain of 20. Ron Mattis with it. Look at what Seattle's done on the ground. 33 carries for 221 yards and 6.7 a carry. and 2 scores. 1st and 10. That's been the difference. Seattle playing like it's January, and they're just grounding and pounding right now. Here's Kurt Warner. Off tackle right from the 42 of New York. Stood up at the line of scrimmage by Clifton. And we go to 2:34. Nope. We're going to run it right down to the 2-minute warning. Seattle on the verge of going to Cleveland, 35-14. Williams. Off tackle right from the 42. Gets across the 40. Jackson makes a tackle at 39, gain of 3. Seattle will slow it down. No reason to keep this up. 9 plays, 56 yards. Steve Largent. Short cross. Craig. First down to Largent at the 29-yard line, and with 1:09 to go, it's victory formation time. Seattle, in the end, made this easy. And that'll do it. Dave Craig, 19 of 23 for 225 yards and 3 touchdowns, is our Digital Dice player of the game. Seattle advances. They're going to Cleveland. Open up the door, Valerie and Betty. We're coming too. 19 of 23 for 225 and 3 scores. But they ran it for 223 on 36 carries. Schultz 11 tackles for Seattle. 4 forced fumbles and 2 interceptions. Schultz and Justin Jets, no sacks, no forced fumbles, no picks. Clifton, Carter, and Lyles had 8 tackles apiece. No scoring in the 4th quarter. And Seattle had 448 net yards. No McNeil, no Gastineau, no Mel, no Howard, no Height, no Foster. And we do get a Seattle. And so thank you to all of you. We're going to tape the baseball games kind of out of order. Hey, Max, I hope you enjoyed it. And don't be afraid. You guys chatting back and forth, whether I see it or not, matters for Twitch. So don't be afraid for poops and giggles to just chat back and forth amongst yourselves. But thank you. We'll be live for baseball on Tuesday. Thank you, Johnny, for the follow on Appa Chat or wherever you are for the sub. I'm Ron Juckett. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. You'll see this tomorrow night on YouTube. Have a good night.